Hello, everybody. I hope you can hear me. Welcome. I'm Sherry, and this is Sherry's Recovery Corner. How y'all doing today? I wanted to hop on and talk. Of course, me talk? No. I did want to give y'all an update today on my stepdaughter. She was let out on Wednesday, and we've talked to her over phone. We haven't been able to see her yet, but she is out, and we hope that she's going to do good. She sounds like she wants to do good, and we're excited that she's going to do good. So we shall see, and I will keep y'all updated. Let's see. Let's give a little bit and see if anybody comes in. Give a few minutes, let people come in, and then I will um talk about the topic that I had set up for today. Or not set up, but thought about. All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Sherry, and this is Sherry's Recovery Corner. I'm so happy you're here, and I'm so glad you found me. Maybe it was for a reason, as the banner says. Something that was on my mind today. Um, and I ran into this earlier while I was at work. I have osteoarthritis. So with that comes, I also have fibromyalgia, deteriorated joint disease as well. Along with that comes chronic pain. Yay, me. um, I do have several spots in my back and my neck, or I should say my spine and my neck, that I don't have any joints. So it's just bone rubbing on bone. I have bone spurs with the arthritis and stuff like that. Sorry, I got some in my eye. Also, I don't have a hip joint, and where, as the doctor said, where my body tried to heal itself, it created this gnarly cyst in my hip. So that is um yay me, right? But I still do work a full-time job, 40 plus hours a week. Um and constantly on my feet during that time, except for my 30-minute break. Other than that, I'm on my feet on concrete in fast food. um and with the weather, I know some of y'all out there that have arthritis, when the weather change, when like bad weather's coming in or rain or stuff like that. I guess it's like the bariatric pressure. It affects your body, especially off people with arthritis. And so the last couple days, I have been hurting so much. My legs are swelled, my feet are swelled, my feet hurt. Yes, it would be extremely helpful if I lose some weight. Since getting so clean and sober over the last 5 years, I'm proud of myself for that. However, I have gained weight. I have literally gained around 100 pounds. And in my late 40s, almost 50, my metabolism has slowed down significantly, if not stopped. So therefore, it's not as easy to take the weight off as it is, of course, to put it on. And that doesn't help with the pain in my joints and stuff like that. It would help me extremely if I was able to lose some weight. I would absolutely love to be able to lose some weight. And I do have I thought I was supposed to have some blood lab work done today and then my primary doctor on Monday. However, my doctor is on maternity leave. Congratulations to him. So they did have to postpone my appointment until next month. But that is one of the concerns and issues that I have on my little short list to talk to the doctor about. Um, Seeing if what can be done because I know I'm overweight. I've been overweight all my life. Well, that's a lie. My bad. I'm sorry. Not all my life. When After I lost my mom, there was short periods of time where I wasn't eating properly, if at all, and I did lose a significant amount of weight, but I was still on the heavier side. I've always been a thick girl, as that one song says, and my hubby says, just a little thick. But anyway, I've always been a heavier girl or big boned, however you want to look at it. But the extra 100 pounds is a significant amount. and I don't know if there's what kind of options. I know exercise, watching my diet and things like that, that will affect, but it doesn't seem like it's doing a whole lot. I've really tried to cut back on portion size. I know those late night snacks and the late night crave, well, they're not really late. My late night is 10 o'clock, y'all. When you get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, that's a whole nother word. World, my bad. Um, and so it's hard. Sorry, my chair's squeaking. So that is one thing that I do want to talk to the doctor about, because I know that would help. It wouldn't alleviate my chronic pain, but it definitely would help. And right now, as bad as it gets, I will, I need to do something because it, pain pills was my drug of choice. I started in pain management after I had my middle child, and because I had fell and broke my tailbone while I was 3 months pregnant with her. That's what started it all. So after giving birth to her, about a month after or a year after she was born or whatever, I went to the doctor. And um at first the first doctor told me I was just obese, I needed to exercise, lose weight. Okay. Go I take his advice, I lose weight, and then I start hurting even more. So I go find a different doctor. I go in, and at that time I had maybe taken one lower tab, or before that I didn't really know. It was just like a Tylenol to me. I didn't know. My mom had given it to me for a migraine at one point, and it helped, and I was like, okay, thank you, mom, whatever. But I didn't know at the time when they started giving me in pain management all that pain medicine that I would become dependent and pretty much addicted to it. I do now have opiate dependent disorder, I think is what they call it. Um, so that's that. Um, I know with my pain, it would be so easy to just take a lower tab or a Percocet and get that edge off. And for those of you that out there that suffer with arthritis, suffer with chronic pain, you know what I mean when I talk about take that edge off to the point where it's tolerable, where you don't want to sit and bawl. Because there are times it does get that bad. And I'm very proud of myself over the last 5 years. I have become that strong to where I can do that and not go back to my old ways. Um, that is something that I wanted to talk about tonight. Kind of, I guess it's a trigger during my recovery, and it is something that I will continue to have to work through for the rest of my life because the disorder, the, I can't seem to talk tonight or today. Anyway, with the deteriorated joint disease that I have and the osteoarthritis and the fibromyalgia, it doesn't go away. I'm going to have it for the rest of my life. As far as I know, there is no cure. There is no way to fix the problems that I have that cause chronic pain. So I live with it and I go about my day. I am as positive as I possibly can. I may be sad. I do get down at times when it gets really bad. And if you ever notice, if there's ever times that I don't upload a video or I kind of take a break from YouTube, that is why. not necessarily my health, but it's really hard to put myself in a space where I can talk openly with y'all about personal and private things going on. But we're getting there. I would like, or we would like, to grow this channel significantly, of course, build a community. And I know there's a community out there of people in recovery. There is a bunch of addicts out there, I know. And if you're one of those addicts, if you need help, if you need somebody in your corner, I'm here. Reach out. I will do whatever I can to maybe help you find a treatment center if that's what you need. Um, find a recovery center. All you have to do is ask for the help. I want to thank y'all so much for your time because I know how precious time is. You can't get that time back. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. We have been making the studio for the channel here, and it's coming along pretty nice. There's a few things I would still like to do. Um, I do want to paint because, of course, the back is just plywood, I think is what you call it. It's just wood. Anyway, I would like to paint back here. Um, kind of redo the shelf a little bit. I've been kind of adding a few little things here and there. I got I don't know if you can see it right there. That little thing right there, that is my emotional support nug. He's very special to me. I got him off of Temu. I thought it was so cute, but I had to have it. Who in the world ever thought of making an emotional support nugget or nug? He's cute. He's a little crocheted little thing. He's so cute. I haven't named him yet. What do y'all think I should name him? You need to put that down in the comments below. What should I name him? But and I am chewing on a peppermint. My throat was getting really dry, and before I came on, I started coughing a lot. So please forgive me if I start coughing. I will try to mute it a minute. Um, trying to think what else was there was something else I wanted to talk about. I know the living with the chronic pain, which is a trigger. My stepdaughter, I briefly mentioned that she is out, and so far she's staying with her sister. And I know when she's staying with her sister, she won't have an opportunity to use there. So that is a good, hopeful um aspect of that we're hopeful with, and we're excited to see how far she goes because she has went the longest time she has went at one time is like just over a year she had clean and sober before she relapsed again. Hopefully, Lord willing, she will be much better. She will become part of that 2% with us. I would absolutely love that. Maybe they could make it 3%. I don't know. Sorry, please excuse me. My good golly. This heat and this weather too, it doesn't help. It was so hot at work today. Like it was like a weight, just a elephant on my chest. It'd be so hard to breathe. But it was okay. We got through it. We survived. um, thank y'all so much. I mean, it really does mean so much to me just sharing a few moments of your time. Because, like I was saying, you can't get that time back. Time is so precious. You cannot take time for granted. We are not promised tomorrow. So make sure you live today as if it could be your last. Make sure you tell that person important in your life, how much you love them. Make sure, not tell them, show them. Show that person how much you love them and that how much they mean to you. Let them know they are wanted because of something. Lord forbid if something was to happen to anybody. You don't want them to go to the other side or miss you and the last conversation or interaction you had with that person. The unknown, like when my mama passed, I wasn't in the immediate area. Like we lived with her. I had said goodbye. I went to a doctor's appointment and was only literally gone an hour before I come back and she was gone. She had a massive heart attack. I didn't get to tell her one last time that I loved her. I did when I left the house, but that was it. At least she knew I loved her. My mama knew she was my mama. I loved her. I was an only child. Um, so just make sure you savor the moments you have with your loved ones and your friends. It's important because those are memories that you can keep forever. Nobody can take that from you. It's I think it's nice now that we're able to record ourselves much easier than it used to be with technology and like YouTube with this platform. You're able to document your life in a way, and a lot of people document a lot more than others. And I would actually love to document more, but I'm a homebody. The hubby a homebody. Like we don't have a big circle of friends. We literally, like I said in the last video, we literally have a straight line. When made the choice to get clean and sober, we had to cut out a lot of people out of our friends because it was just a bad influence on us and we wanted to do better. We did not want to go back down. We were ready to be clean. Like my husband said, he has been a drug addict all his life, so for him to be clean and sober, even from cannabis, that I wish y'all could understand. That is so amazing for him. And like I keep saying, I can't say it enough. He inspires me to do better because if he can do it, I know I can. He's been doing drugs since he was like 11, 12 years old. Granted, it started out with cannabis and then went to crack and everything else, but he has overcome so much and to be where he is today. Granted, he's on probation, but he's going to get by this squeaky clean. He can easily do this. He's been clean and sober 5 years now. He's got this in the bag. Like, he stresses because the drug test still, even though he's clean and sober because of his medical problems, where he has trouble going to the bathroom on demand for a drug screen. He stresses because that he thinks they're going to fail him and violate him because of that. I keep him as calm as possible and remind him, baby, you've come way too far. They know your medical history. They know everything about you, even from before you were born in your family. They will work with you as much as they can to the fullest extent that they can. And they will, and they have. They've been amazing. I never thought I would say that about a probation, ever in my life, because who likes to be on probation? Nobody. But he is doing so amazing, and it was funny. I got to meet his new probation officer last week. And he introduced himself and I introduced myself, to me, and he asked me, he's like, "Well, how's he doing?" And I simply told him he's doing great. I keep him on a short leash, a real short leash. I'm just playing. I have to joke. I always joke. I always, 9 times out of 10, you can't take what comes out of my mouth seriously because I'm cutting up something. Somebody asked me for something at work, and I'm like, no. But I mean, yes, I'm just playing. Sometimes I play a little too much and it might get me in trouble one of these days. But you know what I mean. We do it in a light way that people mostly can tell that I'm playing. But what else was there I was going to talk about? Hmm. Oh, yeah. Building the studio. I want to be able to paint. Um, don't forget, make sure you comment a name for the emotional support nug. He needs a really good name. And I actually even have a little certificate. I've had him for a while and I haven't come up with a good name for him yet. So we need to give him a very good name. Or she. I don't know what it may be. It didn't say the gender, but it. There we go. We need to give it a very good name. Or it's important to me. I'm not good with pronouns, y'all. I'll tell you that right now. Please do not take offense to anything I say because I don't mean it to harm anybody or disrespect anybody. Lord knows. My oldest is transgender. I understand. I really do. I'm not with the woke community. I will say that, however. I am not a woke individual whatsoever. No. I am Gen X all the way, raised on hose water, the original F around and find out, generation. I got, I, w- my mama didn't beat me, but I did get punished a little on the harsh side at times. And my adopted dad, if you call him that, was extremely harsh on me at times. And that could have been considered it would have been considered abuse these days. Um, Cold ice baths, yeah, those were a joy. Um, please don't take offense to anything I say because I promise you, it is not coming from me. It is not ever meant out of hate or disrespect or anything like that. I'm one of the most positive, happy people. Even as much pain as I am in, just sitting here talking here, as much pain as I am, I'm still putting on a smile. I'm still a positive person. I promise. So that's why I say if you need somebody in your corner, I am here. And we want to grow this channel as as big as the universe. I know that's impossible, but with my mug, uh w- but I still want to be able to be out here and tell our story, and maybe it'll resonate with somebody. Maybe it'll resonate with you right there sitting there watching this video. Maybe there's a reason why you found this video today. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Everything happens for a reason. There's going to be a lot of people that just click by. That's okay. It wasn't meant for them. That's fine with me. The rest of y'all, thank you so much. I really, honestly appreciate it. What else can we talk? See, just now 8 o'clock. Let me suck 'em up. It keeps my mouth. I wouldn't even say my mouth, like my throat from scratching and where I'd be coughing. Somebody's mowing their grass outside. I hope you don't hear that. I'm sorry. But that could be why I'm coughing as well. I'll keep you updated on my stepdaughter. See what happens with her. My stepson he's gonna be going away. I think he accepted the offer of 1 year and then eight up to 3 years of drug court. which we told him to ask for rehab. They offered him drug court up to 3 years, and then probation after that, I believe, for 8 years, I think. But I know those were, I'm not sure the exact time. I know it was 1 year jail, or I don't think prison, because it's going to be a year. I don't think he would go to prison for a year. And then the 18 to 36 months of drug court, which we are hopeful for because he really needs that. We can't let him stay with us. He can't pass a background check, and that has to happen with with my husband's probation officer in order for somebody to stay here. So we already done told him, you can't stay here, you can't pass a background check. We're not even going to waste the probation officer's time trying, because we know you're not going to pass it. You have like 10 drug offenses. They're not going to allow it, especially with my husband trying and staying clean and in recovery. Um, so with that, when he does get out of jail, they will put him at a halfway house, I believe it is, or he has to find a halfway house or something. I'm not sure exactly how that works. That was so weird. Where did the video go? After that, he will then go to a halfway house. They will make him hold a job, or get a job first of all, and hold a job, which he has a big problem with. He doesn't want to stay working at one place for too long, I guess. I don't know. But they will make him get a job and hold a job. Also, in the halfway house, he will have to pay rent. That's also something he don't want to do. He wants to stay here, but yet he doesn't want to pay what we told him he would have to pay. I don't want to pay what I got to pay either, but I have to do it. It's part of being an adult. So it's going to be a good thing all around for him, because they'll teach him respect. They will make him grow up. The man is 27 years old. He should have done grown up. However, he's been babied a lot, and me and his dad have picked up his slack for the last several years. That umbilical cord got cut, especially this last time he got in trouble. We gave him an one opportunity when he got out of jail the first time, uh, before Thanksgiving last year. Or I think it was maybe October, November. He got out. It hadn't even been a year yet, and within 6 months, he had already started using again, and then was selling it. Sold to a confidential informant 3 times. That's 3 felonies. Also caught a charge of paraphernalia, a theft charge, and then another simple possession charge, I think. So got 6 new charges within 6 months of being out on 8 years probation. So yeah, he's gonna have to do something. He's gonna have to put in the footwork. They'll make him go to meetings. And I believe he will have to go report to drug court every Monday, maybe, I think is what it is, or maybe one day a week. He will have to report to that drug court once a week. He'll have to do drug tests 3 times a week, from what I understand. And I'll keep y'all up. If I find out anything different, I sure will let you know, because I want him to do better. His dad really wants him to do better. So hopefully he will get the idea and do what he's supposed to do. um, will be I would also, something else we were just discussing before I started the live too. Something else we would like to do, and we've been thinking, and I tried to do it. However, I'm on my phone right now, so I can't figure out how to add videos on here at the same time, to where I can like react to it, like where you put, like I would be down in the corner down here, and then there'll be a video where I share the screen, I can't figure out how to do that on my phone. I know you I know how to do it on a computer or a desktop or laptop, whatever. However, our laptop is really old. So as soon as we are able to get the extra money to get a new laptop or desktop to do that, man, that's going to open up a lot more because there's a lot of videos that I've seen that I would love to be able to share with y'all and also react to them and kind of give my feedback on them. Uh, so that's going to be something else coming. Hopefully, not too long in the future. Fingers crossed. Look, I can't look my little fat fingers. Ah, there we go. Fingers crossed. My little fat fingers. Um, but that is something also we are wanting to do, as well as with we could have a panel. I would love to be able to talk to other people on here, bring them up, interview them, or like a Q&A type thing. I have so many ideas going, and so does the hubby. He just doesn't get on. He doesn't like being on camera. Of course, I don't either. I feel like a goofball. I honestly do. Shh, don't tell him that though. I do though. I feel like a real goofball. So if I seem like extra goofy, this is kind of how I am. But it is a little more than normal, but not much, I promise. I clown too much. Of course, today I tried to clown on my boss and then turned around and ran right into a wall. So that was my karma getting me back for trying to clown on her. But thank you guys so much. I need to hop off here. I just, like I said, I just wanted to hop on here for a little bit, share a little bit about my triggers, or one of my triggers anyway, with my chronic pain. Um, and just keep the line open. You are, I would love for you to leave a comment. If reach out if you need help. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Um, like I said, I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning and I get notifications on comments. So I'm here. What are you waiting for? It's your time. You found me for a reason. If you're struggling out there, you found me for a reason. Put it to good use. And I also don't forget to make somebody smile today. It could mean the world to them. You really never know what they may be going through. We could never walk in their shoes. I like to do that every day. Make one person smile a day. I know, real quick before I end this, I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off, running orders out today. And I walked around and went to go run an order out. And there was this couple sitting waiting for their order, at one of the tables. And he was like playing on his phone, and she just kind of looked like she was just present. If you can understand what I mean by when I say that, she just looked present. She was just kind of there. But I tell you, the first thing other besides noticing her body language, I get there you go. Bef- Before noticing her body language, I noticed the shoes she had on. And I could not help myself. They were the cutest shoes ever. Oh my goodness. I wish I could have taken a picture so I could share with y'all because I'm a shoes girl. However, I can't wear heels no more. But hey, I can still say they cute as hell because they was cute shoes. And she got such a big smile on her face when I told her how cute they was. So that made me feel pretty good. But don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to try to at least go live on Fridays around the same time. Um, if I have a day off, or on my days off, I do also want to go live on those days as well, because then I ain't got to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. That would be lovely. Cause like I seriously, this is almost my bedtime. I got a few things I need to do before I can go to bed, and I'll be in bed by 10 o'clock. I'm old. I'm 49 years. I'm not old. I'm really not. I need to quit saying that. I'm only 49. I'll be 50 in January. But when you get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, er, it makes for a long day. But thank you guys once again. I really appreciate you taking your time and spending a few moments with me. Thank you once again. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Sherry's, oh, yeah, look, Sherry's Recovery Corner right here. And I don't know where the like, share, I need to find a way to put the like, share, and subscribe on there, huh? Like a little button. I will learn more. I'm learning so much already in the last few months on this. I can't wait to see where it ends up. And I'm gonna take y'all with me. I promise y'all that. Y'all gonna come right along on this journey with me, and we gonna make it. Thanks y'all so much. You have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks y'all.